Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. How is everybody doing? Carla here with Grabsy Carla. Say hello as you come in, my friend. Super quick, I'm going to get into Decoupage Central page. Let me know how are you doing, my friend. All right. I see myself on the computer. So welcome, my friends. Today we are live in two pages. I am live on my page Grabsy Carla, but also I'm live on Decoupage Central. So we are cross posting, okay? We're gonna do a super I like it a super cute, beautiful home decor project, and we're gonna use I have one big project and I have a smaller project that I want to inspire you. Hopefully we have the time for the small one. I'm gonna make that happen. But we're gonna use the beautiful rice papers. Okay, this is a poppy, the beautiful flowers, the poppy flowers, and this comes in 4 small versions. Okay. So this one would be for my small project, which would be for a wooden canvas, okay? And the other one, what I have in mind is going to be the big one. So we're going to use a big rice paper. This is A4 watercolor poppy rice paper, okay? It is perfect for Mother's Day, and what I have the idea what I have for this project is for a Mother's Day gift, okay? So we're gonna use this beautiful rice paper. I already start with my wood project. So I am using 2 panels, 2 wood. I glue it in the back and I make just one piece. And I'm thinking using this small wood, but I'm planning using some molds on top of this small wood, okay? So I'm going very vintage. I want to give that chippy look. I want to use a summer color for the background, but also still want to give the vintage look, okay? So hopefully you like this idea. Let me know in comments, what do you think? This is the color that we're gonna be using. I think with the poppies and everything else is going to look so beautiful, okay? If you are on Decoupage Central, my friend, you're also able to comment. I would love to see your comment on Decoupage Central. And let me get my comments super quick from my Facebook page, because I see a lot of friends there. Hi Susan, how are you, my friend? Hi Marilyn, how are you, my beautiful friend? Hi Kathy, so nice seeing you here, my dear. Thank you, my girls. I do have another small short video coming about using painting lace. That is coming next, my friends. I know I want to do it today, but when I saw this rice paper, I was like, I'm moving to Mother's Day and I'm going to hold that and just show it on the reel. Okay, so stay tuned for that video, but I'm super excited to use this rice paper. Tell me in comments if you have a favorite flowers. Tell me which one is your favorite flowers and what do you think goes so good for Mother's Day. A lot of us would like sunflowers, roses, but you tell me in comments, my friend. Hi Nini, how are you, my friend? How are you doing? I see Narita Bella, hermosa. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here, my girls. Thank you, my dears. So we are going to start super quick, because I really want to do the 2 projects for today. So let's start sooner. The sooner we start, the better we finish. Alrighty, my friends. So I'm going to start first with my mold. That way I have already ready for my small wood slices, okay? So Let me just cover up my chalk paint. Once I have this done, I think everything else will be easier for us. Thank you, my girls, for interacting. If we see a new friend in our page or on Decoupage Central, let's welcome. Let's give a warm welcome. Let us know where you're watching us from as well, my friends. Some of us, we are new, and this is a beautiful community, my friends. So everybody here gets a warm welcome with lots of smiles. Alrighty, my friends. So I'm gonna use air dry clay. I'm gonna use air dry clay for my molds, okay? I was thinking doing amazing casting resin for this part, but you know what? I think using air dry clay is going to help me to connect my molds one of the next one. That way we don't see a gap. So I think air dry clay is good for this project. Alrighty. So we're gonna get some cornstarch. I always use cornstarch, and I'm using the trimmings number 1, okay? Trimmings number 1. This is from IOD, and I'm thinking of using. I'm gonna use this. I'm very this one. Okay, I'm gonna use this. I like it. I like how it looks. I haven't tried that yet, so I'm gonna give it a try. So I'm gonna get my cornstarch, and also I am going to start getting my air dry clay ready. Thank you, Narita, for sprinkling the love. Thank you, my friends, for sprinkling the love for us. Yes, today I want to inspire you, my friend, with these beautiful projects. Tell me in comments if you are done working for Mother's Day gift or home decor. Are you already working on your patriotic items? Please let me know in comments, my friends. Alrighty, so we're gonna get some cornstarch. And all right. So now we're gonna get our air dry clay. What everybody is doing, my friend, it is Wednesday. Are you ready for the weekend? For me, it's like we're starting a new week, and then you already counting Thursday and Friday, and the weekend is right there. My days are coming so fast, my friends. Super rápido. I'm like, what? We just finished Sunday. Alrighty, so I'm gonna get, I don't think I need a lot of that, a lot of air dry clay, but I'm just going to get a good piece that way. Alright, let's see. Okay, so I like DAS air dry clay. I like this brand, but you can use your favorite brand. This is the only brand I have, but I like IOD air dry clay. Alright, so we have this, and maybe I can just get into half. Okay, and I'm just going to start warming up, making our air dry clay more flexible. So when you're working with your air dry clay, try not to get too many kind of like small pieces and then putting all together, because you want to have just one piece. You might gonna get some small cracks, that is normal, but try just to get one piece for your mold. All right, so here we go. Just pressing down. Let me put my other air dry clay in the back. I'm gonna put it right here. That way it doesn't get dry super fast. Hi, my beautiful Yudi. How are you, my friend? Happy Wednesday, my girl. Which 3 mold is this? I have the one, Susan. This is number 1, my friend. This is number 1, and I'm using the center, the middle part. That middle part. I'm super excited to see what kind of flower or floral I'm gonna get for this. Okay. All right, so it looks messy. Look at that. But now we're gonna make it even. You want to make sure the back of your mold is even, okay, my friends? Let me go ahead and use something else. All right. So I'm gonna use my palette tool. So I'm going to start just scraping or cleaning up the edges, okay? And yes, I'm gonna use this leftover. I always hold my air dry clay. You see how I'm doing it? Tell me in comments if you're able to see it. So here I remove extra too much. It's okay. I'm gonna mold this, make a more small piece. Put it right back there. And we're gonna do the same thing right here. So I'm starting first with my mold, that way it is done. Okay. So we're gonna come back right here. I'm gonna get my rolling pin and just get more flat back to my mold. And now here I have to be very kind of like careful. But the good thing when you are using your air dry clay, the micro rings, that helps you to have a clean edges. Okay? Or I'm gonna bring all this together. And I'm going to just unite, make this just in one chunk of air dry clay. Let me get your comments, my friends. Thank you, Narita. Niti, I need to try the clay. Oh, my friend, I get this clay from Michael's, but also I noticed that Walmart also sells air dry clay. All right, here we go. And I think the way how you learn more with your air dry clay is when you are using for your small projects. All right, we're gonna turn the other side. And now, okay, so we have the first, let me show you. Okay, so we have the first casting, and this one will be for one of my sticks. Okay, so we're gonna just glue it right up here. So let's go ahead and just bring it right here and see if I need more. And this fits just perfect, so I'm just gonna need a small one. Okay, so I'm gonna clean up, I'm just gonna clean up this part, and I'm gonna get extra one, and then I will connect those. Okay, so I want something like this. See this, my friend? All right, we're gonna do the second one. Here we go. We're gonna bring some cornstarch. It doesn't matter if you're using a winter, Christmas, fall mold. I think everything just looks beautiful for your projects. All right, so here we go with the second one. If I need more air dry clay, I will try and get some more. All right, press down, push, push, push. Thank you, Nidhi. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Susan. That doesn't sound too fun. Oh, I know Susan is having a bad weather. Is Sandra here, my friends? Let me know in comments if you're just hopping in. Tell me how is the weather in your area, my friends. Today I am live from Palm Coast, Florida, and the weather is beautiful. Actually, it's super hot. It's very, very, very hot. And that was one reason why I'm not using also amazing casting resin, because it is super hot here in my studio. That even though the resin doesn't have a smell, but still, I know it won't work for me. All right, so here comes the second one. So Susan, are you having a bad weather, my friend? All right, we're gonna clean up. Let's go ahead and clean up the extra air dry clay. So practice is the key for you to just to get and have more experience working with air dry clay. But if for some reason you get kind of like you don't like how your air dry clay looks, or you don't like that your mold has so many it's kind of like a breaking apart, something like that, you see so many cracks, then just get a new one and start over. That's what I always do. This is super, super fun, my friend, so I try not to get stressed over this. All right, we're gonna make the back of this super flat. Okay, I'm still gonna use what I have left over. Okay, we're gonna do the other one. Sure. And here we have. Okay. All right, let's get this one right here. I will glue it when I have everything. Let's see. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna get this extra piece. All right, I'm gonna get the small one, and I'm going to start gluing my molds or my castings right away. All All right, more cornstarch. Hopefully this is good enough for me. Hi Sandra, how are you, my friend? Hi Mimi, I see Mimi. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, my friend. It's all practice, my dear. I'm sure if you practice, you will get also a good job with your air dry clay, my friend. So practice, my dears. Sometimes in your free time, try to make something small and use what you have. That's what I do. I use what I have, my friend. And then that's how I learn and I enjoy a lot. All right, here we go with the second, with that almost the last part of that mold. Okay. So again, if I get a lot, I'm just going to put everything back in my bag, in my baggie, and just save it for next time. All right, here we go. I don't think I need too much. And another thing, when you're working with air dry clay, my friend, you don't have to worry about measurement. You don't have to worry about waiting to cure. You just get the right exact amount, and then you use it. And what you have left over like this, just put it back in your baggie. Keep it on a area that you know is not too too hot, it's not too warm, a room temperature. That way, my friend, you get your air dry clay ready for next time. Okay, so we're just finishing with this, and we're going to glue and make it everything on one piece. We go. Let me in comments, my friends, if you are crafting with me. What are you doing? All right, so I'm gonna put this back up here, bring all together, put it back in my bag, in the original bag. Close this super tight, no air, nothing. And I always use a Ziploc bag. And close this very good. Okay, so I have more air dry clay for later. Judy, you're having some rain. Oh no, my friend, I'm sorry about that, girl. Oh no, my dear. Kathy, you always doing a beautiful job, my friend. I love it. Thank you for always sharing your projects with me. All right, here we come with the next one. Alrighty, my friends. So now it's time to bring all these pieces together and start moving forward with what I have in mind. So again, if you are my friend on Decoupage Central, you can say hello, tell me how are you doing. And another thing, my friend, that I want to share with you, and which I forgot to do that. I'm going to use hot glue. Okay, so I'm gonna use hot glue, but if for some reason you don't have hot glue, you can use your stick fast. So that way, when you're working with your mold, it doesn't move. Okay, so you're gonna still use this type on, but get a little bit of stick fast or hot glue, and that would stick and hold your mold. Okay, Alrighty, so I don't think I'm gonna able to use my hot glue because I always forget to connect that. So I'm just going to get this one. So my friends, Narita, Arizona needs a lot of rain. Yes, girl, we're gonna send you all the rain. I know it's gonna rain here in Florida, but no idea when. I know my plants, they need water. Okay, so I'm gonna use, okay, I'm gonna just put it right here and then, all right, so this is the glue that I use, Type on Quick and Thick, okay? For my air dry clay, I use it for anything, for everything. All right, so here we go. I'm just gonna use my finger, but you can use your brush or stick, whatever you have on hand. And one thing when you are gluing your, if you're new, if you know already, just skip this part, my friend. When you're working with your air dry clay or mold, make sure you just bring enough glue, because when your air dry clay dries, you want to make sure all the pieces, their glue attached to your surface, okay? So especially on the edges. Alrighty, so here we go. So this is perfect for my wood. I forgot to put the stick fast. Oy, ay, ay. All right, it's fine. I will do for the next one. And let me see how much I need. A little bit of stick fast just in the center. Okay. Okay, so here we have one piece, okay? So what I'm gonna do here, when this dry a little bit more, I will come back and just kind of like patch this area, okay? But I think it's not going to look bad at all. Okay, my friend? So my dears, and then like here you go, we have one piece of wood with a dry clay, okay? So we're gonna let this dry, and we already have that done. So now we're gonna get the other one. All right, let's work on this piece super quick. Gonna get some more glue. And we are starting from here. Another thing that you can also do, not use your finger, is just getting this kind of like line like this. Okay, like that. Look at the glue. And then just bring your stick fast or your hot glue. Turn this, make sure we have it correctly. And okay. Looks good. We're gonna do the other one super quick. We're gonna get some wet glue. A little bit of a stick fast. Be careful with your fingers. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, my friends, for answering some questions. Thank you, my dears. And then we're going to connect this to another thing that I do when I want to connect my air dry clay, and it makes kind of like a even just one piece, a little bit of water. We're going to clean up here. Everything looks good. Let's clean up. And here we have our second mold. Look at that. Okay. All right, we're gonna let this dry because we're gonna work with our surface, with our wood project. Okay. 2 different glues. I'm using a Thai bond. Okay, I use this for my air dry clay, my friend. But a stick fast or hot glue, I always put it in the center of my molds or castings. That way it adheres super fast. Okay, but you can use Thai bond, glue it on your surface, and wait until that dries. But because I am working on live, I want that part not to move, so that's why I'm using a stick fast or hot glue. Okay, my friend. All right, so I'm going to put my stick fast away. Thank you, Narita. All right, my friends. So here we have, okay? Again, make sure the edges looks good. Press down. Okay, looks good, looks good. And here as well, it looks good and it looks good. Okay, all right, so let's let's move this to this side. All right, I'm gonna clean up my area super quick. Maybe I'll save some of that extra edge clay if I need it. Of course, my friend. Yes, my dear. All right, so now this is the fun part. The fun part that we have to work with our wood, and when that is all ready, then I will bring my molds. I don't see comments on Decoupage Central, so if I don't get your comments on time, my friends, I'm always coming back saying hello back to you. And if you're watching the replay, comment, my friend, that way I know you were here. Alrighty, so here it comes. So I'm using this A4 watercolor Puppies rice paper, okay? So this will be a Mother's Day home decor. So I'm gonna bring this big piece and just glue it. That way it doesn't move and it's all secure. I dropped the paper. Alright, my friends, bear with me. Let me do this part that way. I don't have to worry about the back. I'm gonna make it an angle, press hard, press down hard, okay, I think it's all done. So this is the back of my wood, okay? So I connect two rectangle pieces. I use two small wood and then the other one in the center, okay? All right, so my friends, I'm going to so I'm going to start decoupaging my rice paper. And then I want to use this color. But let me see. Let me see. Let me think. I'm going to get a distressed look. So I'm thinking, but I want a dark, let's see. Okay. All right, we're gonna stain it first. Let's go ahead and stain our wood. I'm going to use raw umber. I'm gonna do it super quick. Using acrylics, gonna mix some water. Mix it. Where is my sponge? Okay, I'm gonna use my brush, and I want to make sure I have my perfect towel. Okay, here we go. I really like this stain look, the color, the shade. So I like using this for my chippy or distressing background. So we're gonna do one layer of this color, and then I will wipe it out. My girls, Mother's Day is around the corner. Do you have any plans? Do you go visit the family? Or any vacations coming up? Let me know in comments. Going to just clean, remove the extra paint we have. My dears, did you get the news? Tell me in comments. Have you heard about the news? IOD summer collection is coming soon. Tell me, what do you think? Isn't it exciting? All right, my friends, I think I'm done with this. It's okay if we get two different browns. That is not a problem. Look at that. Okay? Okay, let's go ahead and dry this quick. Susan, you don't have any plans yet, my dear. I know, I can't believe it. Mother's Day is just around the corner, my friend. I don't have any plans yet neither. You know, my mom is with me and my sister, but we haven't decided what we're gonna do on Mother's Day. Nitty, yes, one of my aunties is turning 90. Oh wow, my friend, that is a big party. Yes, girl. That is super exciting. Wow, 90 years. Oh, wow, my friend. Oh, give some hug to your auntie, my friend. And you have now two aunties in the 90s. That's amazing. Wow. I don't think, no, I don't think I have families that far, my friend. But that is an exciting time with your aunties, my dear. Super happy for you, my friend. Are you being made? Yes, I'm ready. You like modes? Hey, high five. It's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful collection. You know, IOD, they have their unique touch-ups, their unique items. So it's gonna be another beautiful, beautiful summer collection. I'm super happy. And you know, Decoupage Central, they have you covered. So there's a new event coming up soon, May 7th. So that's the day when IOD will be released their new collection. So Decoupage Central is having a event May 7 from noon until 7 p.m. Okay, so be ready, get excited. I'm sure Decoupage Central will be sharing some sneak peeks. Be ready for that. Alrighty, my friends. Susan, your mother will be 90 in September. Yay! That is a beautiful number, my friend. Oh, I'm so happy for you, mom, my friend. Oh, give her a hug from me. Oh, thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so, I'm going cheapy, okay? I'm going with a distressing look. So, I'm not gonna worry so much about if the colors of my rice paper will pop or will show more, okay? So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to use my chalk paint. That will be my next base coating. But before of this, I'm gonna use my candle wax, okay? And then when it's time for me to do my rice paper, I'm just gonna make it kind of like fun and just get a small piece. Like I'm gonna use the whole thing, but I wanna make it uneven with the frayed look, and yeah, and then I'm going to distress around the edges because that's what I like. I'm going for a primitive look, so I think that is going to look super, super fun. All right, so here we go. Candle wax, okay? I know, Susan, super excited, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna use candle wax, my friend, under my chalk paint, okay? So here we go. I'm just gonna bring my candle wax, edges, random parts. You see it from there? Okay. This candle wax is from the Dollar Tree. It's not a special one. Okay. I really want this board to have a very cheapy distressed look. Okay. All right, we're done with this. Let me show you. Do you see the candle wax? Some spots. All right, it shows kind of like a white spots. Okay, so now my chalk paint comes next. So yes, my friends, there's another collection coming soon with IOD. Summer release, and I'm super excited. Okay, so now I'm going to get my big brush. So the color that I'm using is sea glass. Sea glass. Okay? We're gonna do this super, super quick. So I'm thinking for this, it will be a wall home decor. This is one of my favorites chalk paint shades. I like it. I've been using this a lot. I need to get another one. So in some areas I will have more chalk paint, in some areas I will have less. Not a lot. Oh, my pleasure, Narita, my pleasure. My time would be 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Eastern time, but all the times will be Central. Okay, so if you are watching Decoupage Central that day, just focus on Central time. Yes, Narita, I am super excited, my friend. Hopefully you can make it, my dear, and all of you, my friends. Yeah, we're gonna have a amazing creators. Yes, it's gonna be a fun day, a day of lots of inspirations, and yeah, everybody will do a different project. All right. So we're gonna dry this super quick. Let me show you. Okay, it looks messy, but just the process. And let's go ahead and dry this quick. Meantime, when this is drying, I'm going to start working with my rice paper. Right, let's put this on the side. It will dry by itself. And now let's work with our rice paper. So, also, I am planning using some of the new items that Decoupage Central they're offering. They have a new final touches accents. So now Decoupage Central, they have beautiful rhinestone blings. Let me show you. Okay, so this is from Decoupage Central, some crystals. So we're gonna use this, I'm thinking just in the center, just few ones, just to make that my poppy's flowers showing more, you know, because those are beautiful flowers. So that way it shows more of that elegancy and make those flowers beautiful, pretty. Okay. All right, but that comes next. We're gonna start working with the rice paper. So just let's have fun. I'm not gonna worry about having a straight lines. I'm just having fun. Just cleaning up the extra paper we have here. If you're interested in this rice paper, my friends, my affiliate link is in my description. All of the items except the mold. I didn't add the mold. The mold was a last minute option, so I will add that later. But the rice paper, if you like this rice paper, it is available on Decoupage Central. Hi Lisa, how are you my friend? Happy Wednesday. Yay, Nitty, you like it? It's my first time using those. I really like those accents for our projects, and I'm so happy that Decoupage Central, they have now on stock. I'm super excited. And more new items is coming, my friend. More items are coming on the website, so stay in the look. Janelle, she's bringing new items for all of us. All right, so I want something like that. Okay, something like that. Do you like it? Give me some hearts, my friend. What size is this? This one is A4, my friend. A4. Yeah. I really like it. I love it. And for what I have in mind, I think it's going to look beautiful. Alrighty, so my rice paper is done. Let's bring back our wood. Lisa, it's good seeing you here, my friend. Hope you're having a good day. Alright, we're gonna do this super quick. Get my hot glue ready because I know I'm gonna be working with my hot glue. I think I'm done with this. I'm gonna get my scraper super quick. Let's try this super fast. Thank you, Narita. Okay, I'm catching up my iPad, and that way I can read your comments, my friends. But if you're watching the replay, my friends, hashtag replay, say hello to me. That way I know that you were here, and tell me, what do you think about this project? I didn't have a big piece of wood, and then I thought those two small pieces hanging in my garage, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make from those two, I'm gonna make in one piece. And that's how this is coming all together. All right, for the distressing part, you have to dry everything else, okay? We're almost done with this. Let me get my scraper super quick. Let me grab a sip of water, my friend. Super thirsty. I need to drink more water. Oh, feels so good. Okay. Alrighty, my friends. So here is my wood all dry. So now is the time to give that distressing look, and I'm just going to scrape the edges and everything else. Inside. So it's coming out super quick because remember, I used my candle wax. better vacuum because later my cat, my kitty, he loves hanging out here. I don't want him to eat some paint. So I'm gonna vacuum. I have to. Do you love this look? Hi Jackie, welcome my friend. Thank you my dear. Thank you for joining us today. How are you? Do you like this look? Is this something that you like it, my friend? And do you remember that I paint brown first? That's why I use my brown stain, because I want the brown to show underneath. You can also use wax, but I keep forgetting. Ya. Creo que ya está bien. I think it looks good. Sorry for the noise. Hi Brenda, how are you my friend? I didn't see you coming in my dear. Thank you my friend. I really like using this brown. I use burnt umber my friend. Apple barrel, burnt umber. That is my favorite brown stain for my home decor. Okay? Alrighty, so look at that. Look how cheapy, how this dress looks. It looks very old, primitive. I love it. I like it. Yes, Nidhi, I really like, you know, sometimes we don't have stains colors, water, so just using water and using any acrylic, I mean, you have a beautiful piece. And I've been using this for a while, and also it is safe for us, and it's less expensive. So I'm glad you like this method. Yeah, for the aging part, I like it. Alrighty, my friends. So I'm ready for the next step. Are you ready? Alright, where's my rice paper? My rice paper is right here. Oh yes, I love it. Alright, so now I'm going to bring my mold. I still have to work with these pieces. Okay, but I'm thinking doing brown and maybe I can get some green, because I see a lot of green in my rice paper. Maybe I can get some metallic green just around the mold. What do you think? All right, let's work with this. All right, we're gonna do brown everything again. Okay, in a little bit of water. And we're going to use a soft brush. Remember that our mold is very, we just did it, so we have to be gentle with this part. So maybe I use a soft one. All right, let's go ahead. First, I'm going to start on the edges. Give me some hearts, my friends, if you are loving this project, if you like that idea. Now we're going to just paint everything with this brown, and then we're going to wipe it off. Very softly, okay, carefully this part. And we're gonna do the other one. Painting the edges. And here we also do the center of this mold. We're done with this. My friends, if you are new to my page or for Decoupage Central, please let us know. All right, so here we go, okay? Just removing the extra dark color we have. And I'm gonna use also paper towel. We are going to dry this quick. let's give it a quick drawing for this, my friends. And the next step would be the rice paper. Let me show you before we bring the metallic color. Look at that. What do you think? Do you like it? And here we have the other one. Look at that. Okay? So we use only acrylics for that part. So for my rice paper, I am going to get my distress oxide. So before, let's see, let's see, my friend. Hi Sheila, how are you, my friend? Thank you, Nidhi. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Jackie. Happy Wednesday, Sheila. All right, let's see, my friend. So definitely I want dark edges around my rice paper. Okay. So my two would be right here. So I'm going to start decoupaging my paper already. So one would be here. And I like the dark brown color for the mold. And the other one. Let me see if it's correct. Yeah. I want to give some space as well. Okay, it looks good. So we're gonna do first our decoupage rice paper, and then we will do that part. We're almost done, my friend. We're almost done. I'm going to use for this part, I'm going to use, where's my decoupage varnishing glue? All right. We're gonna use decoupage varnishing glue, but you can also use your Mod Podge. I will darken up the edges after we glue this part. Thank you, Narita. Thank you, my friend. Anybody is crafting with me, my dears? Narita? I think Narita is crafting with us. And Mimi, I think Mimi too. All right, so we're going to get just a small amount. When you're using your Mod Podge or your varnish, decoupage varnishing glue, it will have that cloudy look, but and then it will disappear, okay? So when this part dries, it won't show nothing. So you don't have to worry. I used to get worried like, oh, it's showing the lines, it's showing the Mod Podge. But no, my friend, trust the process. And also I'm gonna seal this part with more decoupage and varnishing glue. So I'm doing everything in one just for this. When I get my plastic, I always use my plastic. This helps me to prevent wrinkles, bubbles, and make my rice paper flat. Okay? Look at that. What do you think? There you go, my friend. Alright, we're gonna dry this quick before we bring more decoupage varnish and glue, because I want the edges, everything to have that way we don't get some air bubbles, nothing. So we're gonna seal the whole thing. Yeah, my friend, that IOD trim is the #1. Let me show you. And later when I'm finishing with my live, I would add this in comments, okay? #1, there you go. And I use this one. So use 1, 2, 3, the 4 one, okay? Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Sheila, Susan. Thank you, my friends. All right, now it's all dry. And I'm going to seal the whole thing. Okay, here we go. And especially on the edges, my friend, because you want to cover up those areas. You can do these steps using also Mod Podge. So my friend, as you just happened, May 7th, Decoupage Central will be doing another fun event with all the new IOD items. IOD will be releasing their summer collection, and we are so excited and happy for that. New items are coming soon, and Decoupage Central will have it for you, my friends. So mark your calendar in case you're not able to watch the whole event. Replays will be available on the page, on the Decoupage Central page, but each creator will go to their own page and do their Facebook Live. Okay, my friends? So save that day. We are super, super excited for the big day coming up soon. Tell me in comments, what do you want me to do? Just give me ideas. Do you want me to do a painting lake, maybe a mold project? I'm not gonna tell you what I'm getting because that's a secret. But tell me what would you love to see me working with? All right, my friends. So I think I did good with this. We're gonna dry it up quick. There you go. All right, let's do a quick dry on this. So I'm thinking green metallic will look good. So I think I have that. I think I have this beautiful green. What do you think? Also, I have some mica powder. Thank you, Sheila. Susan, you have 1 and 2. Yay! Girl, you have to try. I mean, use that one. I like that the Dreaming number 1. It's a beautiful set, beautiful molds, and there's a lot of cool options that you can go. And again, if you see some molds out there for Christmas, yes, you can use them. It's not only for Christmas. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and just dry this. Alright, before I start with just adding the final touch-ups, I am going to darken up the edges. Right, Jackie? I know. It is fun, especially for a day with lots of inspirations. Yes. Okay, my friends. So, super quick. Oh, sorry. All right, I'm gonna get my vintage photo, and just on the edges. I'm gonna blend it in with my rice paper. If you like this part, you can do this. If not, just don't do it. But this is something that I really want to have this paper to have the look. And I will come back with the dark one as well. Get the dark one. Okay, so this is the fun part. Blend it in. And just to make it more distressing, kind of like come back to the edges of my rice paper and blend it in. I'm just sanding the edges of my rice paper. That way it shows that my rice paper is it's been there for a while. Look at that, my friend. Okay. You can distress a little bit more if you want. Now let's glue this sticks, molds, and we're almost done. Okay. We're just gonna do it right here and right here. Okay, so we're gonna use Tide Bond, but also we're gonna use hot glue. And some hot glue. Press down. Okay, so now we will do the other one. Okay, and here we go, here we go. Okay, press down. And then, my friend, the last part for this project, it would be either this or I can get my makeup powder. And let's see. Let me show you how it looks. One here, the other one. What do you think? Do you like it? Is this something that you want to do? You like the inspiration? All right, my friends. So now, just to give the final touch-up, give me some cards, my friend. What do you think? Some metallic green. This one is festive green. Using foils too. Oh, that's a beautiful idea. Yes, my dears. I'm listening. You just comment. All right, I'm going to use a very soft brush. Let me see. Let me use this one. All right, I'm gonna use my fan brush, and this would be just drying. I'm using green because my paper has a lot of green. And I think that is going to look beautiful. It's going to match. Again, this rice paper and all the items that I use will be, it is available in my description. hey, you know. And if it doesn't like it, if I don't like it how in the morning looks, I can always change the color. But what do you think? Do you like the green? Do you like it? What do you think? Let's get some of these crystals, embellishments. And I'm just gonna bring where is my sorry, I was looking for my glue. B7000. Let's get the small ones. Also, they have this embellishments, Decoupage Central. They have it in different colors. Okay, so this is glue. I'm just gonna do few and then I will finish it later. Have 1, 2, if you want this set of crystals, they are in my description. 3, and 4. And another thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring some crystals just right here on the edges as well, or inside of my molds. Oh, I like that. Let me see. That will stay there. Okay, my friends, so I'm gonna do one more and we are done. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Thank you so much, my girls, for keeping me company. This one is B7000, my friend. B7000, and it works great. Okay, we're gonna get a few more crystals. And tomorrow, my friends, I will take a picture of my home decor, my project. But thank you, my girls. Thank you for keeping me company, for chit-chatting with me. It was super fun crafting, doing this project with you. Thank you for not leaving me alone. Thank you, my girls. And thank you, Decoupage Central, for having me. It's always my pleasure to come and do some crafting projects and inspiring you girls, everybody. So I will fix it. I will make it more. I will bring more crystals. And I will bring some around my molds as well. But do you see the crystals? Do you see those in there? So I'll put the here and here. Okay, and I put one right here. Do you see it? So I think I'm going to bring some crystals just around here, anywhere in the mold, the way it looks pretty. Alrighty, my friends, thank you so much for keeping me company. Hope you like this project. We use a beautiful rice paper. We use molds for the bottom part. And maybe I bring a different shade, a different color if I think that I don't like it. But this was super fun. Thank you, Marilyn. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Nini. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, girls, for everything. I will see you also next week. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you, girls. Hashtag replay. And again, thank you, Decoupage Central, for having me tonight. Bye, Jackie. Bye, my girls. Bye, Narita. Bye, Sheila. Thank you, my friends. Bye-bye. Good night. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, my friend, for the stars. I will see you all soon, my friends. Bye-bye.